want you to meet my new friend Misty. Hi, Misty.
Misty, a little water droplet.
It will be really great if you could tell us the incredible story of your journey from the sea to the sky and back again.
Sure, I would love to. Here it goes. I was resting peacefully in the deep waters of the sea till one day when I decided to venture out and reach the surface of the water. As the sun's heat became harsh, I rose up into the sky. Gradually, I clouded above with the clouds up high. Then I came falling down and fell on top of a huge mountain, cutting through the massive icy mountains with enormous force. I moved ahead. There was a little spring of water, so I joined the merry stream and came flowing down to a long river flowing by.
Hearing about the merry streams reminds me of the wonderful poem by the famous poet Robert Frost, Going for Water. My friends Chaitanya, Darsh, and Vinayak will recite this enchanting poem.
The well was dry beside the door, and so he went with pail and can across the fields behind the house to see the brook still it ran. No lot to have excuse to go, because the autumn eve was fair, though chill, because the fields were ours. Beside the brook, our woods were there.
We ran as if to meet the moon that slowly dawned behind the trees, the barren boughs, without the leaves, without the birds, without the breeze. But once within the wood we paused like gnomes that hid us from the moon, ready to run to hiding new with laughter when she found us soon.
Each laid on other's string hand. To listen up, we dared to look, and in the hush we joined to make. We heard, we knew, we heard the brook. A note as from a single place, a slender tinkling fall that made. Now drops that floated on the pool, like pearls, and now a silver blade.
A mesmerizing poem indeed. Continuing with my journey, I kept flowing in serenity. I didn't know where my journey was going to end, but I kept flowing through twists and bends. I never got tired, I never got slow, for I did keep flowing to make the fruits, vegetables, and other crops grow.
Hey friends, do you know that fruits and vegetables also contain water, which is why some fruits and vegetables are popular choices for choosing smoothies and snacking? Some of my school friends are here to throw some light on this interesting aspect of water.
Water is essential for all living things. A person can live 3 weeks without food, but can only survive 3 days without water. So, exactly how much water is there in the world? How much water is enough food? This pie chart shows the percentage of water and land that cover the surface of our land. 70% of the earth's surface is covered with water. Water is a precious resource. 97% of the water on earth is salt water. About 70% of the fresh water on earth is tied up with ice and glaciers. Less than 1% of water is available for human use. About 1 by 6 of the world's population does not access to clean drinking water. Isn't it easier to get an idea what the data and numbers means once you can picture it as a graph? Today, my friends will be telling you about the data collected by them based on percentage of water in fruits and vegetables. Now, Yoni will be telling you about percentage of water in vegetables.
Water helps to carry the nutrients to our cells. We keep our body hydrated by drinking water and eating foods that contain water. Some foods have higher proportion of water than others. Different vegetables have different water percentages. Based on them, I have prepared some riddles.
Let's try to figure it out. So, my first riddle is I'm a vegetable in white color and come in pods. People don't like me as I cause bad breath and I contain 65% of water. Can you guess its name?
Is it garlic?
You're right, it is garlic. My second riddle is I'm a vegetable in green color. I contain 76% of water and I share my name with a famous English comedian. Can you guess his name?
Is it beans?
Correct, it is beans. My third riddle is I'm a vegetable in brown color. I can be eaten, smashed, boiled, baked, or fried in the form of French fries. And I contain 80% of water. Can you guess its name?
Is it potato?
You're right, it is potato. My fourth riddle is I'm a vegetable in orange color. I contain 87% of water and I can help to improve your vision. Can you guess its name?
Is it carrot?
Absolutely correct. It is carrot. My last riddle is I contain 92% of water. People eat green flowers. I look like a miniature tree. My closest cousin is cauliflower. Can you guess its name?
Is it broccoli?
Absolutely correct. It is broccoli. I did my research and collected the data of different vegetables containing right percentage of water. For a better understanding, I have prepared a bar graph. Let's have a look. Garlic contains 65% of water and beans contain 76% of water. Potato contains 80% of water and carrot contains 87% of water, whereas broccoli contains 92% of water. Broccoli has the highest percentage of water, whereas garlic has the least percentage of water among these vegetables.
In addition, to help you to stay hydrated, vegetables having higher water content also help you feel full. If you are watching a weight, vegetables having high water proportions are often a good choice. Now, my friend Vajasvi will tell you about the percentage of water in fruits. Thank you.
This hot summer keeps getting me sweaty. Need a natural air conditioner, but it's not that easy. Need to drink water in every 2 minutes and need to eat food in every 4 hours. Let's combine those and get eating. See these fruits. Mouth already gets watery. Watermelon, mango, sweet and juicy. In summers, we eat watery fruits like mango, apple to keep our body cool. Similarly, you can also get water from fruits which contain more than others. Let's see.
Now I've collected the data of different fruits having varied percentage of water in them using bar graph. Banana contains 74% water in it. Blueberry contains 85% water in it. Apples contain 86% water in it. And absolutely similarly, oranges also contain 86% water in it. Mango, the king of fruits, contain 93% water in it. And king of water, watermelon, contains 96% water in it. So here, you can clearly see that watermelon has the highest percentage of water in it and banana has the least percentage of water in it.
Now, do you know the fact of eating watery fruits in summers? Yes, it supports the digestive system and helps in material movement and supports in healthy weight and reduces the chance of heart attack and diseases like diabetes. Now you know that you should eat watery fruits in summers, which have many benefits. Now, I over to Vivan for getting more information about percentage into fractions.
Now, how would you express the water content of watermelon or any other food as a fraction of its entire weight. Let's see. Watermelon is 96%, which is equals 96 upon 100, which can be reduced to 24 upon 25. So this much fraction is water content in watermelon. Let me show you another example. A sweet potato is 77% water by weight. Do you know what fraction of sweet potato is not water? That means out of 100, 23% is not water. That can be done in fraction form as 23 by 100. So this much is not water content in sweet potato. Now I over to Naitik.
Now, I have a cucumber that weighs 150 grams. So how much of this weight is water weight? As we know, that a cucumber is 96% of water by its weight. So, 96 upon 100 into 150 grams, that is exactly 144 grams. So now, can you tell the water quantity in liter? Thank God, I paid attention in maths class. That 1 liter is exactly 1000 grams. So, 144 divided by 1000, that is exactly 0.144 liter. That means that there is 0.144 liter water in the cucumber. In this way, now you can also find the water weight in the different types of fruits and vegetables available at your home. There's a lot of difference between the immunity of people who eat watery fruits and vegetables and who don't eat watery fruits and vegetables. Now, let's continue with the above. Thank you.
Let's see this watermelon. Its average weight is 6 kg. It's 96% of water. Don't you think it's crazy? It weighs more than 2 times of an average weight of newborn baby. This mango, the king of fruits. It's sweet and tasty. Coming with an average weight of 150 kg. 23% of water in it. Keep eating fruits and vegetables and remember to keep yourself hydrated.
This was indeed a wonderful presentation. Thank you, Anshika, for letting me meet your school friends.
Let's continue with your story, Misty. What happened next?
I became the source of water to millions of people and kept serving them selflessly. Some considered me to be holy and took a dip. Some washed their clothes, some drank me. The little ones enjoyed splashing in my water, and I loved it too.
A holy dip, Misty? What does that mean? Friends, have you ever wondered what is the significance?
Do you know India is called the land of rivers because of the 7 great rivers that flow through it? They are Ganges, Yamuna, Indus, Saraswati, Godavari, Kaveri, and Narmada. The largest of them all, the Ganges, has a profound religious significance. She is known by several names. To name a few: Janvi, Gange, Shubhra, Sapteshwari, Niketa, Bhagirathi, Alaknanda, and Vishnupati. No one can match the everlasting dignity of the holy river Ganga. The sacred river is a true mother by all means. Water has a deeper meaning than just for the quenching of thirst. From the time of the Vedic man, water has been worshipped and also used as offerings. My dear friend Sarika will invoke the Ganga with Ganga Gayatri mantra before we move ahead.
ॐ त्रिपतगाय विद्महि भागीरथ्यै धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गे प्रचोदयात् ॐ त्रिपतगाय विद्महि भागीरथ्यै धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गे प्रचोदयात् ॐ त्रिपतगाय विद्महि भागीरथ्यै धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गे प्रचोदयात्.
Thank you, Sarika. That was truly divine. Allow me to add, according to Hindu mythology, regular chanting of Ganga Gayatri mantra gives peace to
mind, keeps all evil away from your life, and makes you healthy, wealthy, and prosperous. Now, Drishti, Yashna, and Yash will explain the descent of Ganga on earth.
Bhagirath, the king of Ikshvaku, wished his ancestors attain salvation. This could only happen if the remains of his ancestors were immersed in the holy Ganges. Therefore, he prayed to Brahma that if the holy Ganga could descend on earth. Brahma agreed and he ordered Ganga to descend to earth and let her regions so that the souls of Bhagirath's ancestors and many others too would be able to go to heaven. Ganga felt that this was insulting and she decided to sweep the whole earth away as she descended from the heaven, alarmed Bhagiratha, and he prayed to Lord Shiva to control Ganga's descent.
Ganga arrogantly fell on Shiva's head, but Shiva calmly trapped her in his hair and let her flow in small streams. The touch of Shiva for the sanctified Ganga. As Ganga traveled to nether worlds, she created a different stream to remain on earth to help purify unfortunate souls there.
Hindus celebrate many festivals and holidays throughout the year, and many of these festivals take place along the banks of Ma Ganga. The Kumbh Mela, once every 12 years at Allahabad, the Shera Ganga, celebrated for 10 days, are some of the many festivals that are celebrated on the river banks of the Ganges. Udesh and Nipesh will take us to the festival of the Shera Ganga.
The banks of the river Ganges host hundreds of Hindu festivals and celebrations each year. For example, on the 10th of the month Jyesht, mid-June, the Ganga Dashara celebrates the descent of the sacred river to earth from heaven.
On this day, a dip in the holy river while invoking the goddess is said to purify sins and any physical ailments.
Hindus believe that life and death are parts of concept of samsara or rebirth after salvation. Lastly, love should present the importance of Ganga in attaining salvation as per Hindu mythology.
Who dies in the water of Ganges obtains heaven. It's a faith that has been carried on since centuries. Therefore, whenever anyone dies, his ashes are immersed in the holy Ganges to give his soul salvation.
I'm truly amazed to know this. Misty, didn't you get tired? Didn't you feel like resting for a while? I would have gotten tired for sure if I had traveled this far. So, Misty, did your journey end there or it continued ahead?
Soon, I have a lot more to share. As I kept moving, I made way for the boats and I made a nice home for my aquatic friends. It made me feel great when I helped the plants live and give life to the beautiful flowers to bloom around on my sides.
The place where a plant or an animal lives, it's called its habitat. A water-based habitat is called an aquatic habitat. The plants and animals which live in water are said to live in an aquatic habitat.
Many plants have adapted very well to living in water. Adaptations help them to withstand adverse conditions of the environment and utilize maximum benefits. Plants like mangrove and cypress trees, kelp, and water lilies have adapted to water habitats. Such plants are known as hydrophytes. These plants require a large amount of water to survive. These plants usually have small or no roots, as they do not have to depend on roots to absorb water and minerals.
There are three types of aquatic plants: free-floating, fixed aquatic, and underwater plants. Now let us tell you about the adaptations and few common hydrophytes.
Lotus has flat leaves that float on the water's surface. The leaf veins are filled with air, which helps the leaf to float on water and have full access to sunlight for photosynthesis. Their roots are anchored in the soil below. Its long tubular stems are hollow and filled with air.
Water lilies have floating leaves with waxy coatings. This prevents them from absorbing water and reflects heat from the sun away from their leaves.
Ocean plants have adaptations that allow them to move in salt water. The kelp plant has flexible stem, so it can easily move with the water current. Seaweed plants have developed thick waxy coating on their leaves to prevent salt water from being absorbed.
You all know these hydrophytes are very important for the aquatic environment, such that any harm to these plants can cause an imbalance in the aquatic habitat.
The health of submerged aquatic vegetation is an important environmental indicator of overall ocean and estuary health.
Seagrasses in bays and lagoons, for instance, are vital to the success of small invertebrates and fish. These small creatures are a food source for commercial and recreational fish.
Underwater vegetation in shallow coastal waters also supports a wide diversity of marine creatures by providing spawning, nursery, refuge, and foraging grounds for many species.
Aquatic plants produce oxygen through photosynthesis, which helps to oxygenate the water via plant processes. They also provide surface for algae and bacteria to adhere. They break down polluting nutrients and chemicals.
Friends, now you all know how these hydrophytes live comfortably in an aquatic habitat by having special adaptations.
And how important they are for other aquatic lives.
So, it is our duty to keep the aquatic habitat healthy and free from pollution.
Wow, Misty, you are certainly worth all the appreciation. I have also realized that water teaches us some valuable lessons of life. Nilanj and Priyal are here to talk about them. Here they go.
Water teaches us some of the most valuable lessons of life. There are some truths about the nature of water which, when applied to life, will most certainly help you thrive. Water teaches us humility. By staying low, water provides nourishment for plants to grow. It sustains the ecosystem of a vast biodiversity inside it and serves billions of people who depend their lives on it. Water does this all without drawing much attention to itself. Water teaches us to shift our focus from me to you, to redirect the attention from yourself to the people around you.
Water teaches us harmony. When water faces an obstacle, it simply flows around it. It doesn't get upset, it doesn't complain, it doesn't get angry. Water always finds a solution without force, without conflict. Water also teaches us openness. Water is open to change based on temperature. Water assumes three states based on the medium it's in. It can embrace many shapes. In life, we are constantly put through changes. Some can be desirable, but some can also be unpleasant. Most of the time, though, they are beyond our control. When a situation is framed this way, the only positive way around is to change your mindset and embrace change with open arms.
भारतीय संस्कृति पूजा प्रधान है। यहाँ किसी भी कार्य का आरंभ पूजा से ही होता है और प्रत्येक कार्य का विसर्जन भी पूजा से ही होता है। पूजा हेतु सर्वप्रथम पवित्रीकरण की आवश्यकता होती है और पवित्रीकरण के लिए जल की आवश्यकता होती है।
ओम शन्नो देवीर्विष्टो आपो भवन्तु पीतये शयोर्भिस्रवन्तु नः। अर्थात हे रक्षक परमात्मा, आप ऐसी कृपा करें कि दिव्य गुण वाले जल हमारे अभिष्ट अर्थात मनचाही श्रेष्ठता का पान कराने वाले बने। आप हमारे जीवन में सुख शांति की वर्षा करें।
सु अंतः अमृतम अपसु भेषजम, अर्थात जल में अमृत है, जल में औषधि है, जल ही जीवन है, जीवन का आधार है। जल के बिना जीवन की कल्पना संभव नहीं है।
इदम् आपः परहता यत्किंचा दुरितं मयि यद्वाहं विद्रुद्रोह यद्वा शेषतान्विताम्। अर्थात हे जल देवता, मुझसे जो भी पाप हुआ हो उसे आप दूर बहा दो, अथवा मेरे किसी भी कार्य से किसी को पीड़ा हुई हो अथवा असत्य बोला हो तो वह सब भी दूर बहा दो।
पानीयं परमं लोके जीवानां जीवनं संवृतं पानीयस्य प्रदानेन तृप्तिर्भवति पाण्डवः पानीयस्य गुणादिव्यः परलोके गुणावहः। अर्थात महाभारत में कहा गया है कि संसार में जल से ही समस्त प्राणियों को जीवन मिलता है। जल का दान करने से प्राणियों की तृप्ति होती है। जल में अनेक दिव्य गुण हैं। ये गुण परलोक में भी लाभ प्रदान करते हैं।
जल में अखंड प्रवाह, दया, करुणा, उदारता, परोपकार और शीतलता, ये सभी गुण विद्यमान रहते हैं। मनुष्य कितना भी दुखी क्यों ना हो, ठंडे जल से स्नान करते ही वह शांत हो जाता है। कहा भी गया है, जल में जीवनम, अर्थात जल ही जीवन है।
Vedic wisdom has always emphasized that the human body is a microcosm of the universe. Yat pinde tat brahmande, which means you are the universe within the universe. No wonder then that just as about 70% of the human body is composed of water, so is 70% of the earth's surface.
ये पानी जिंदगानी, ये पानी जिंदगानी, रखना संभाल के धरती का पानी। ये पानी जिंदगानी, ये पानी जिंदगानी, रखना संभाल के धरती का पानी। हरे भरे जो पेड़ हों तो अच्छा लगता है, धूप गर्मियों में भी ठंडा लगता है। हरे भरे जो पेड़ हों तो अच्छा लगता है, धूप गर्मियों में भी ठंडा लगता है। खुद को बचाना है तो ना करे नादानी, पानी जिंदगानी, ये पानी जिंदगानी, रखना संभाल के धरती का पानी, रखना संभाल के धरती का पानी।
Despite knowing the fact that water is so precious, I wondered why some people do not understand its worth. On my long journey that never seemed to end, I also got polluted and I did not like it. I cried and pleaded, but no one heard. My crystal clear waters turned to a darker shade. How much I wish I could be clean again. Nevertheless, my journey continued on and on.
Friends, don't you think it's not wise to pollute our water bodies?
Pani, 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 pani.
पानी नहीं तो जीवन नहीं। पानी की करोगे रक्षा तो होगी जीवन की सुरक्षा। पानी पानी ही है जीवन सारा, पानी नहीं तो दुर्भाग्य हमारा। जी हाँ, बिना पानी के तो हम इस जीवन की कल्पना भी नहीं कर सकते हैं। ये पानी ही तो है जिसे अमृत कहा जाता है। लेकिन इसी अमृत में जब हानिकारक और खतरनाक पदार्थ मिल जाए तो इसे विष बनने में देर नहीं लगती। लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी हम जल को प्रदूषित करने का एक भी मौका नहीं छोड़ते।
इसलिए आज पृथ्वी पर जल प्रदूषण एक भयंकर समस्या बन गई है और इसके दोषी केवल हम ही हैं। दिन प्रतिदिन जल स्तर नीचे जा रहा है, जो एक हमारे लिए चिंता का विषय है। अगर वर्तमान में इस समस्या का समाधान नहीं मिला तो वह दिन दूर नहीं जब आने वाली पीढ़ी को चुल्लू भर पानी की कहावत को भुलाना पड़ेगा।
यह कटु सत्य है कि अगर भूजल स्तर इसी तरह से गिरता रहा तो आने वाले समय में लोगों को पीने के लिए भी पानी मिलना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। हालांकि ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि कम हो रहे पानी की इस समस्या का हमारे पास कोई समाधान नहीं है। समाधान है, अगर हम इन्हीं छोटी छोटी बातों का ध्यान रखें तो आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए जल को सुरक्षित रख सकते हैं।
भी ब्रश करें, दाढ़ी बनाएं या बर्तन साफ करें, जरूरत ना पड़ने पर नल को बंद रखें, बेकार का पानी ना बहाएं। ऐसा करने से आप 6 लीटर पानी हर 1 मिनट में बचा सकते हैं।
लो पावर वाली वॉशिंग मशीन उपयोग करें, इससे पानी की बचत होती है और बिजली भी कम लगती है। वॉशिंग मशीन में रोज थोड़े कपड़े धोने की जगह इकट्ठे करके धोएं।
वर्षा के पानी को इकट्ठा किया जाए और किसी भी प्रकार के प्रदूषण से उसे बचाया जाए ताकि अन्य कार्यों में उसका उपयोग कर सके।
नहाने के लिए शावर की जगह बाल्टी का उपयोग करें। अगर शावर का उपयोग करें भी तब वो छोटे वाले लगाएं जिससे पानी की कम खपत हो। शावर का उपयोग न करके हम 40 से 45 लीटर पानी हर 1 मिनट में बचा सकते हैं।
जल की रक्षा हमेशा करें और ऐसा करने के लिए दूसरों को भी प्रेरित करें। हम करेंगे तभी हमसे हमारे छोटे सीखेंगे।
आओ हम सब मिलकर कसम खाएं,
पानी की हर बूंद को व्यर्थ होने से बचाएं।
हम सब ने मिलकर यही ठाना है, जल को व्यर्थ नहीं गंवाना है।
Hope this message spreads to masses and we all can work together towards conserving our water bodies.
So true. Hey, look! Who's that girl? Isn't she dancing gracefully? It seems she's trying to convey something through her dance.
That's my friend Shaurya. She's an amazing dancer. Let's take a closer look at her.
सोचो तो क्यों है आज सहमा सहमा पानी, ये चुपचाप पानी क्यों? चलो बदल दे ये कहानी कहानी, बचा ले निशानी हम। पूछेगी धरती तब कहाँ थे तुम, नदी रो रही थी तब कहाँ थे तुम। स्वच्छता और पानी हमको बचानी है ये जिंदगानी। सोचो तो क्यों है आज सहमा सहमा पानी, ये चुपचाप पानी क्यों? Drip, 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 drop, drip, drop, drippity drop, drip, drop, drip, drip, drop, drip, drop, drippity drop. चलो बचा ले ये धरोहर पुरानी, ये तेरा मेरा पानी। Drip, drop, drippity drop. चलो बदल दे ये कहानी कहानी, बचा ले निशानी। Drip, drop, drippity drop. पूछेगी धरती तब कहाँ थे तुम, नदी रो रही थी तब कहाँ थे तुम। स्वच्छता और पानी।
Wasn't that stupendous? Getting back to your journey, what more do you have to tell us, Misty?
Kept pondering all the time and wondered where my journey was going to end.
So, did the journey end finally?
Thought it did, as there stood a vast and wide sparkling blue sea right in front of me. I joined its waters in awe glee. It was an unbelievable journey, indeed an adventurous one for me. But soon I realized that my journey did not end yet, as the sparkling bright sun shone right above my head.